All right, we got me and Freddie here to commentate GenericRhyme versus Incoleo.
Yep.
Dedede versus Robin.
Off of just initial thoughts, how do you think this matchup's going to go? I think Robin takes it.
Yes.
But
Incoleo is very good. I mean, Dedede loses majority of matchups just based on his extreme weight and slow mobility.
Yeah, that and he's a huge floating hitbox. That's the worst air momentum in the game. Going
But
sideways.
what I love to do against Dedede is just rush him down because there's nothing he can really do.
Yeah.
But Robin is not really the rush down type. However, Rhyme has evolved the last couple of weeks, in my opinion. He was already a good player. Now I think he's one of the greatest players in the state.
Yeah, he's leveled up like immensely. He's a overall just taking grand finals a couple of weeks ago against Nero. He lost, unfortunately, but
there's no need to sleep on Incoleo though.
No,
I remember, yeah, we played and he almost took me out with his Dedede, and Diddy wins that matchup clearly.
Oh,
but
I
very
think
good.
Incoleo's a smart player, especially if he's able to make it. I know it's only winners round 2, but the fact that he's playing Dedede and he's getting matched up against these caliber of players is a testament to his skill.
See, the approach is tough with Dedede because he does have a projectile like the Gordo you just saw, but anything can knock it back, especially from Robin, who's a heavy hitter. Oh, what I like to do with Diddy is I just shoot my peanut pop gun and just bounce the Gordos back, and Dedede has no approach.
Yeah. Yeah, but especially with, actually I think the checkmate, the combo, the down throw, the up air, is going to, I know that it's guaranteed, but there is room for error in it, but with Dedede's size, again, it's going to make it, killing him a lot easier.
Well, if there's something I know about Rhyme is he showed me on his notes that he has exact percents of when the checkmate works.
Oh, really?
But that's without rage.
Yeah, rage, it's hard to account for rage, especially from when it starts at such an early percentage. It influences the game to the point where you kind of just have to feel it out at that point.
The more I play this game, the more I realize how much of a factor rage is. Oh, yeah, it's very good. Platform saving Incoleo there.
Yeah. I also like the way that Rhyme uses his Levin sword. He's not afraid to. A lot of other Robins that I see, he's not afraid to use it and get rid of it and use it as an item because it's a very powerful item. I'm not exactly sure on the percent that it does, but I do know it's over 10, and it has pretty good knockback on it. So I like his usage of his moves in an unconventional way.
Yeah, he does a very nice job. He's very patient with his play. He just sits there charging his stuff, and then you have to approach him. He forces you to approach. Yeah. And he capitalizes on mistakes as well. Ooh, nice down smash to cover the roll.
Yeah. But Rhyme also likes to switch it up. He doesn't like to just play back a lot of the time. He likes to, at least from playing with him in friendlies, he likes to style. He likes to get in your head, and he mixes up his play style, which is what I think makes him a really good player on its own.
But against this Dedede, you really see that he knows that he's allowed to be patient because there's almost no approach from the Dedede.
Yeah, the Dedede is actually doing pretty well in holding his ground. He lost his stock pretty early, but just one down smash. He was at what, 90, and yeah, he died because
might be it.
Oh,
and that's it.
Town and City.
Even at 110% with no rage, King Dedede's dying.
Checkmate.
Checkmate.
I didn't see the sparks though, so it might have been bad DI, but it's also Town and City, so I'm not going to fault Incoleo on.
I don't know. A lot of the time I like to ignore the sparks. I mean, I know it means you're like gonna die, but DI saves you, so it's kind of tough to count on that.
Well, actually,
a lot of the time.
Upwards, when you DI, it has less of an influence just because when the sparks come upwards, you're almost guaranteed to die, but when it's sideways, you have more wiggle room to actually come back. It's just the difference between vectoring and DI.
Now, I don't know what it is, but a lot of Dedede mains love to go Duck Hunt as their counter pick because of how wide the blast zones are, but not here. He decides to go Dreamland to his home turf. And already racking up 42%.
Yeah.
Dedede is scary with how much percent he can rack up with like a Gordo throw. He'll hit you with the hammer, the Gordo, and then the Gordo again.
Yeah, the heavy hitters, especially Bowser and Dedede, are the ones that I fear the most. I just can't play against Ganon, but that's neither here nor there. So it's Dedede for the most part, just because I feel aside from Bowser, he has the most confirmable damage out of throws. Like he has down throw, forward air. He can shark you with up air, and a lot of the other heavyweights are just like fishing for random hits. Where I feel Dedede can actually set them up with Gordos.
Yeah. What I would really like to see is you see the Robin. or GenericRhyme recovering high a lot. Oh, very nice.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the second hit bounced him up. The first one spikes.
That's it. Very nice. Taking the stock early, laying down, and taking his time.
Yep. At this point, I would like to, I mean, it's Robin, so it's going to be hard to out camp her, but I would just like to see him sit back, throw Gorders, make her approach. Because Robin doesn't have the best approach options.
She doesn't.
Outside of, you know, throwing an arc fire so that way she can get the guaranteed grab, but you can still spot
Ooh, Incoleo's smiling.
Going for the early kill.
Wow, very nice coverage there. He knows. Oh, rolls on before that dash attack can connect.
That's unfortunate. The fact that the weaker variants of Robin's projectile can bounce that back. Oh, he should have picked up his weapon sword. Flew right by him, but it's also hard to see on this stage. I just saw the flash.
Both these characters at kill percent. Dedede with Rage is no one to be slept on, and Robin especially is scary.
Oh! Nice back air, commentators.
Nice almost lapping him in percent. Let's see if GenericRhyme can make this comeback. Looking for the back air. Oh, and another down smash to close it out.
That was good.
Every stock Incoleo has taken this entire set is down smash.
Yeah, Incoleo really adapted well. He picked and chose his spots. He picked and chose his spots.
He keeps catching GenericRhyme scared and rolling away.
Yeah. GenericRhyme, well, when Dedede's approaching you, a lot of the time it's, like I said before, that excellent grab game that he has where he can get confirms off of his down throw, allows it to, it mixes up to whether you're not always going to block against a heavyweight or you're not always going to shield against him. You have to, it gets in your head. I like it.
Opting for Smash though, which is interesting. I'm pretty sure Incoleo would have banned Final Destination just because he dominated on platform, so he knows GenericRhyme wouldn't want to go back to Dreamland or Battlefield. And like I was saying with Duck Hunt, the really wide blast zones, that's not something that would interest GenericRhyme. And since he already won on Town and City, that's probably why they're here on Smashville.
Yeah. I feel like Incoleo really utilized platforms very well. I wonder what GenericRhyme banned. Probably banned Battlefield, I would assume.
Or do you mean Incoleo, what he banned?
Oh, yes.
He probably banned Final.
Yeah, he probably did. He just wants, to get as much leverage as he can, trying to approach, because the Smashville platform is going to be critical in this matchup, because it allows Dedede to approach Robin when she's charging and be safe while doing it.
Oh, so he continues to recover very high, and he's getting away with it. I really want to see Incoleo charge an up smash or a down smash, which covers a lot of room.
Oh,
another down smash to take him out, and Incoleo's feeling himself.
You can see GenericRhyme obviously being frustrated by that. I think all of GenericRhyme's deaths have been
rolling in. Down smashes.
Yeah, by down smash.
He continues to roll into Dedede, which is not a smart idea. He needs to stay away. In the neutral, he's very good at keeping his distance, but when he gets pressured up close, he loves to roll in. He's getting punished for it.
And something that I noticed is I usually don't see Rhyme charge Thoron. I usually see him go for, like that. He goes for Arc Thunder into other things, so seeing him go for Thoron makes me think that he's going to want to play more campy game, want to, set the pace on his own terms.
See, it's always scary to shield the Arc Thunder because he's either going to grab you out of it or he'll punish you in some way. I always love to jump it. A lot of people like to take Robin head on and use their shield a lot.
Yeah.
I recommend just jumping over everything she has. Even if your character doesn't have that good at aerials, just reset neutral. She has to charge it,
That's true. You can also spot dodge it too.
That is true. And almost anything traits with it. The banana will cancel it out.
I've had lemons from Mega Man.
Yeah.
It doesn't really cancel out. It just comes into contact with anything. So
Rhyme is looking rusty with these up Bs. He's not snapping ledge. He's just deciding. He's opting to recover very high, which is questionable.
Yeah. Rhyme's obvious, he's frustrated, and I think Incoleo is playing to that very well, to where he's pressuring. He's not going in making any stupid mistakes or just pressure, or he's not going in recklessly. He's using the Gordo, applying a zone in which he can't approach, and that's just frustrating Rhyme.
I see him rolling in. He needs to stop rolling in. This is scary percent against the Dedede.
Yes. Right now, Robin is...
Oh, the down smash. Every single stock was a down smash from Incoleo popping off. GenericRhyme shaking his hand. He is obviously frustrated.
I don't want to say that I counted Incoleo out, but